Hi, my name is Satko Hadžihasanovic, and I will be instructor for uh, abstract painting in watercolor. I decided to start the first class going back deep in history, almost 110 years ago in Russia, and introduce Vasil Kandinsky watercolor. It's interesting that maybe this is the first ever abstract work in visual art in human history. It was happened 909, and it was watercolor produced by Vasil Kandinsky. What is interesting, how he come to the abstraction. He did some painting landscape as sort of abstract landscape, but still was visible landscape. But in this one, he did that one of the watercolors come in the evening, so then upside down, and come to realization that he doesn't need subject to make painting. He doesn't need to copy nature to make artwork. For this class, we will try to copy first this watercolor, and in the end of the class maybe try to make very similar watercolor. As style, it belongs to sort of abstract expressionism, which become actually dominant movement 50 years almost after 40 years in the United States in 1950s with Rothko, Pollock, and other abstract painters. Um, Now it looks maybe easy. We understand what we have in front of us. It's like classical music, music without words. But in that time, it was a really huge revolution. For this class, we will copy this one. What we need as material, I'm using the standard watercolor set. I will have a little pen. He came to the subject, almost can be like something like this, painting on Pissarro, where he has overhead view with lots of small people. That reminds me of that. But maybe the work come also from the mind. I will try to work fast. That is not too long. Like start maybe to put some orange over there, a little here. We have red, some here, like some dots here and here. I will go now with the yellow ochre, which I see somewhere here. Real and big, strong ochre color here, maybe like something like here. I'm trying to do how he does, sort of using like small patches of the color. Probably he has something like here, wet on wet, like one green there, another more yellowy stroke also here, going over there here, something peachy, like there. Let's see, he has very strong red here, something that here. I always question from where this world come, and I really don't have the answer. That come from inner part of us, sort of like a little blue, maybe purpley there, and he smudged that a little like pale blue here, very dark, and the blue black here, something here, he likes also the little black to use, mixing with blue, which I see here, there is a here something. That little dry brush. How he came for this work, that's really interesting, because he didn't have like the work he can, sort of base, like what we ever paint today you can find in history, but this was not exist in history. He didn't have father of this type of art, and it's really crazy how this come, how he really invent this repertoire of the lines, and I'm not following exactly, I'm just trying to get in this work sense of what work is. Just that almost nervous feeling. There's something nervous here in his work. It's like almost like amount of number of the people so increase, streets become busy, and maybe that was sort of his world inspiration. I just assume, and it's interesting to try to figure out what it's about. But in the end of this is game, the same game in painting before, how to make visually pleasing piece, and what safe work to be not standing, because he used lots of color, is actually, now I will go with what saved the work is the amount of the light white paper that I think that what makes the work not collapse, that is not cacophony, and yeah, a little more, a few touches, and I think I will go a little this darker to be dominant here. One, and I always like use of his black, that here, maybe here, yeah, that is a sort of work after, like impression after Kandinsky. Hope you're enjoying demonstration.